Hello gamers, and welcome to a live pop-up stream. Let me know if I have sounds. I'm using a new mic, one of these little DJI mics. Make sure I can be heard if you're in the chat, somebody. But good to be here. I just want to do this stream because today is the last day to take advantage of the up to 70% off sale from AtGames. We're going to talk a little bit about Zen price increases. We're going to talk about a brand new tournament, which I just started for the 4KP users only. We're playing the legendary Elvira and the Party Monsters. There's a QR code to play. Great table just for 4KP players. And just some other random news that's going on. So first off, welcome to the stream if you're joining. And I'm also going to show on this stream, I want to show both the prices on the HDP Turtles machine and the prices on the 4KP machine side to side for the sale, just to show how good the prices are on the sale. I feel like down the road, it'll be fun to have this video to reference back. You know, when I make a video and I say this was a good sale, it'll show like how good these prices actually are. So we'll start off by taking a look at a video I made that lists the top 10 tables on sale right now. So let me add that to stage. We'll take a quick look. Got a different kind of video today. AtGames Sale's going on. Got some great deals. Remember, the sale does not include Zen. You're not going to get the Adams family. Sorry, those aren't included. Top 10 sale tables. Here we go. First off, a shout out to Mad Ben Hand, one of the legends of AtGames Pinball. No, not for Party Monsters. They can play on any other table. We have Star Trek in there. We got Pinball Champ. The Elvira and the Party Monsters is just for 4KP players only. It's going to be reserved just for the 4KP for right now because there are no Zen tournaments being run. So any scores that go in there that are not 4KP, they just will not count in the contest. We're running Star Trek The Next Generation. You can play that if you want to play Zen, but it will be just for the 4KP players. That's a good question. And normally any of my tables are open for everyone, but there's a little gap right now, so I do want to have just tables that are just available for 4KP players. But great question. We're going to take a look at the sales on the machine right now. And just to tell you a little bit about this is a sale for all AtGames games. If you have a 4KP or the brand new Turtles, you do need to download the games from the machine. So I have a special camera set up where I will be able to switch and show all the prices on the machines to show you what the prices are right now. But I am going to talk a little bit about the Retro Legends Arcade. I was going to save that to after the sale information, which is today is the last day. So if you don't get it today, everything's going to go back up to regular price. Absolutely. I noticed Mad Ben Hand, like I said, one of the legends in the AtGames community. He put down some awesome, massive scores in Star Trek The Next Generation and in Party Monsters. Thank you so much. That Party Monster score is sick. That must have been a heck of a game. That must have took a long time. I did get to the Final Frontier. I did make a short of it on my channel of me getting to the Final Frontier. I do love the Star Trek Next Generation game. It's super fun. I mean, if you love Star Trek and science fiction, I mean, you can't go wrong playing that table. But we're going to start off. I just want to go over the tables that I feel like this is what I am going to show what I actually bought on the sale. I'm going to show it on the stream. I'm going to show my purchases that I made with my own money. Everyone thinks they get everything for free, but the long and short of it is I love AtGames. I am going to support AtGames with my own hard-earned money because I want to see them succeed. I want to see AtGames stick around. I love playing pinball, and they are a great company that offers a very affordable way to play virtual pinball. So I'm going to support them. And I'm going to show you, this is my top 10 sale tables. You could tell I'm a teacher because I just threw index cards on a machine. I was moving them around as I thought about how am I going to rank these tables. just a fun way to do it, something different, something I have not seen before on YouTube. So I kind of made it my own style. And everyone can have their own opinion too. It's okay if you don't agree with my top 10. Perfectly fine. Let's have a discussion. What do you think the top 10 deals were on the sale? 10. Sakuria Zankor Deluxe. Fantastic table, barbarian theme. It's very story themed. It's fun to go through the modes. Ranks at number 10. Number 9, Magic Castle Deluxe. Since it's been fixed, I've been having nothing but fun playing it. Super fun to get on the upper play field and play the mini games. I'm gonna have to give this one a recommend. Basically what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna take this path right up here. The dragon will eat the ball and it will go up into the upper play field. Let me try to make a shot. Let me try again. Boom, there you go. It should go up to the upper play field. And just like that, Magic Castle is fixed. And this is got a fun little mini game up here. You gotta try to do whatever it says to do.
Short minigame completed.
Got the first one done.
Kill minigame started. Rotate all spinners 5 times.
Rotate all spinners 5 times. I'm gonna quick pause right there right now. Current price for Magic Castle Deluxe. Today's the last day, so if you're watching this video past today, it's going to go back up to regular price, but $4. And for $4, Magic Castle Deluxe is a really good table. And that table was broken, but since they fixed it, I've been loving playing it. So, number 8, Soccer King Deluxe. Soccer King Deluxe is a really fun game. Very purple. It's maybe the purplest game on AtGames, but it's super fun. Hello gamers, arcade and pinball fanatics. It's your friend Papa Brad, back again with another deep dive into the world of digital pinball on the AtGames Legends 4KP pinball machine. Today we're going to take a closer look at a game in the Zakaria Deluxe collection. We're going to be checking out the game Soccer Kings Deluxe. We're watching the trailer from AtGames. We're going to go over the release notes. I'm going to show some gameplay, show you the game in action, then give you my opinion. Let's get it started.
Brilliant play.
You know, the balls are bouncy. The color. Do a quick pause right there. Make this full screen so you can see. I did set up a secondary camera showing both the Turtles Pinball and the AtGames 4KP side by side, but this table's $4 right now. And for $4, this is one heck of a good deal. I do like a lot of these Zakaria Deluxe tables, especially the newer ones. I think they did a really good job. I think Soccer Kings Deluxe is a fantastic table, and I want to make sure people don't miss out on it while it's $4. Good morning, Dark Realm Gaming. Just a surprise pop-up stream. This is Papa Brad. This is live. I am right here. There I am. And I've set up a bunch of cameras so I could document this sale, talk a little bit about the games I like, why I picked the games I did, just say hello to my viewers. And welcome everyone to the Retro Legends arcade tournaments too. We have free tournaments we do on my channels. They're completely free. I give out prizes every week to players. Giving out over $1,000 in prizes to players. Only people that play can win. And I think that's a good way to do it. You know, you got to play if you want to win. And we're going to go back to looking at Soccer King Deluxe. Yes, I am not AI. This is the real Papa Brad. Yep. And got me some, I got Frankenstein. He's back. He's back. I mean, in case you didn't know, I mean, I'm a pretty big fan. I wish I could see that movie. I don't have Netflix, but I heard there's a new Frankenstein movie, which looks pretty cool. But I'm a massive fan of Frankenstein. Always have been since I was a little kid. To me, he's a misunderstood monster, and I think that's one of the reasons why I like it. And it's very easy to put down scores in the Retro Legends Arcade Tournament. You can just watch one of my live streams, go in the description, click on any of the links, which are direct links to the scoreboards, or you can scan the QR codes, and that's why I put them up on these streams. All you got to do is take your phone and scan it, go by your game and record your score. Could not be easier. Now, Saiyan Spirits has seen the Netflix movie, which, man, I just let my Netflix. I was like, man, all I watch is YouTube. So like I actually canceled my Netflix because I wasn't watching it. And you know, they get you. The minute I quit Netflix, Frankenstein comes out. I mean, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, it's like they know what, you know, pull people back in. You know, that's something that I'd be interested in seeing. So anyway, let me hop back to it. I'm getting way off task. I'm just talking to the viewers, enjoying myself on this wonderful Sunday afternoon stream. Oh my goodness, don't tell me Dark Realm Gaming. Let's get back to looking at some Soccer Kings Deluxe. Now this table is really purple and I love it. I mean, honestly, this was a surprise because I had no idea this was going to be as good as it was. And for $4, this becomes an insta buy. One other thing I want to talk about, which no one ever mentions, but it's kind of relative, isn't it? Like how much the game is worth. Like to me, when the Zen Studios games were $5, when you could get Attack from Mars for $5, that should have been the first table you bought. That was an insta buy. To me, that was actually below the value of the table. It was actually way cheaper than it should have been. But, you know, we'll talk about Zen in a minute. But I feel like if, you know, AtGames, they did the right thing. They told everyone the Zen prices were going to go up. They gave plenty of notice. And now people act like it's a gigantic surprise when they told you long before it was going to happen that the prices were going to go up, you know. And now they're just in line with what Magic Pixel has. So, I mean, does it suck having tables double in price from $5 a table to $10 a table? It kind of does. I'll be honest. I'm for low prices. But I felt like the Zen tables, I mean, really, if you have the AtGames, the Zen tables should have been an insta-buy because they are, I mean, I love Zen Studios tables. And they're still worth it, even at $10 a table. That's my opinion. Now, I know you can play on a lot of different platforms, but I'm talking about specifically playing on an AtGames Pinball, which they do optimize the tables a lot. You have surround sound feedback for the SSF kit. And to be honest, they're designed to play in the cabinet. I mean, I have OTG. I have a ruthless high-end computer. I can play in 4K, but I'm going to be honest, I prefer playing using the AtGames native tables because they're maximized for the experience on the AtGames Pinball, and that's worth something. You know, it's worth something. I don't know if it was worth $2.50 more or $5 more a table, but it's worth something because it is specifically made for the AtGames Pinball. But anyway, let me get off my soapbox and get back to showing the games that I think right now, before they're gone, because they are going to go back up to regular price. And now is the time to get these games if you're interested. I'm going to show some gameplay. I'm going to show comments from the chat if you totally disagree. If you think Papa Brad is off in another world with some of these choices, please let me know in the chat. Let's have a good time. Let's talk about pinball. Let's enjoy this beautiful Sunday. And let's go back to Soccer Kings Deluxe. See, I didn't want to cover up my my hot soccer babe, so I'll just stay here in the corner so people know that I'm here. Colors are bright. But if you love Magic Pixel, that's kind of part of its charm. It's like this game in particular feels like you're playing pinball in a European disco. It's weird, it's loud, and it's glorious. Hope you like flippers, because this game has 6 of them. My favorite flipper is the one in the middle of the table. It allows you to kind of tip the ball and make shots. Okay, and here I'm switching to, this is actually another shot. This is me using my pinball streaming setup. I'm not a huge pinball streamer because I find it hard to play and talk, but here's actually a pinball stream I did of Soccer Deluxe. This was done live.
That's how it's done.
That is how it's done. Number 7. Star God Deluxe. Another one of the deluxe tables. This one is super fun. It's got a very metal theme. Hello gamers, and welcome back to Papa Brad's Gaming, the place where we celebrate all things pinball and arcade. Today I'm diving into something really special. the brand new Star God Deluxe table for the AtGames 4KP pinball machine. Let me tell you right now, this table is an absolute beast, and let's check it out. First off, the theme is pure Zaccaria. Space fantasy meets retro sci-fi. Star God Deluxe takes the original Star God table and completely supercharges it.
Face the serpents of the stars. Their coils tighten around the realms of the gods.
I do feel like some of these Zaccaria tables, Magic Pixel tables, they are kind of hit and miss. I feel like they nailed this one, though. This one definitely, I love the way this table is themed. You know, I always say it every time I look at this table, but this could be a artwork for a metal album, you know, a good hard metal album. It's got all these crazy creatures. It's got the cool, you know, the cool mythology. I don't know if that's Aztec or, but very cool. This is a very good table. And the thing about this table, you can have a table that looks beautiful, but it plays like a dud. This table's got it where it counts. This table flows well. It plays great. You know, thank you so much. Yes, I am married. My wife chooses to, if I want to hide something from my wife, I'll just do it on YouTube because she never watches my stuff. But yeah, my wife bought me this. You know, I love my wife. So she's always buying me stuff with the Bride of Frankenstein. You know, it's just a way of celebrating our marriage. And I think she loves doing that. So, but she found these shirts. It's a pretty cool shirt. I don't know where she got it, but I like it. It's pretty awesome. So let's get back to taking a look at some Star God Deluxe. This table's $4. I mean, definitely worth $4. The gameplay is where Star God Deluxe really pulls you in. The table's fast, smooth, and loaded with satisfying shots. You got multiple ramps, drop targets, and some tricky lanes that keep you on your toes. It's one of those tables, the more you play, the more you discover little strategies, like how to control combo shots and high score potential. Let me tell you 5 fun facts about Star God Deluxe. Number 1, retro roots. The original Star God was released by Zaccaria in 1980, and it's one of their most iconic early space-themed tables. Number 2, the Deluxe upgrade. The new Deluxe version is a complete modern reimagining of Star God. 3D graphics, ramps, toys, and features that go way beyond the original electromechanical design. Fact number 3, the soundtrack boost. Audio has been remastered for more immersive sci-fi soundtrack, and it really comes alive on the SSF kit of the AtGames 4KP. And that's one thing I want to talk about real quick, the SSF sound. And for AtGames Pinball, one of the things they really did right was they developed a surround sound feedback kit specifically for both the HDP, the new Turtles pinball, has the exact same cabinet, the main cabinet, the main body of the machine. It's all acoustically made for this SSF kit to go in there. And what it does is while you're playing the game, and you can never really simulate this on YouTube, but if you install an SSF kit in the AtGames Pinball, while you're playing the game, the ball rolls around on the table. And there's parts that vibrate to all the walls of the pinball machine, especially on the sides. And you get the sensation of a ball rolling and moving on the pinball table. Now, why that's such a big deal is it helps suspend your disbelief, right? I mean, let's face it, nothing is like playing a real pinball table. But when you hear the ball moving around, you know, I crank these tables up pretty loud when I'm playing. You know, I was an old punk rocker. You know, if it's too loud, you're too old. So I tend to crank it up pretty loud, especially when I'm not showing it. But when I'm just playing, sometimes I'll turn my solenoids on so I get that clickety clack like a real pinball machine. Sometimes for streams I leave them off because I find them distracting. But you know, I'm sorry I got distracted. I read Dark Rum's comment. I've been navigating towards horror lately. I don't know. I'm in a little bit of a horror mood. I actually watched a great horror movie last night. It was called Live with the Devil, and it was incredible. It was set in the 70s, and like during like a 70s late night talk show like Johnny Carson. this demon comes on. It was absolutely blew my mind. It was so good. Just really pulled me in too, the way they did it. I think it's on Hulu right now, but I would highly recommend it. It was very good. Yeah. Saying spirits, this is great. I need to know what to tell my brother-in-law to buy on the 4KP with my sister, and I got him last year for Christmas. Okay. But the SSF, getting back to it, when they did the Turtles cabinet, they used the exact same cabinet as on the 4KP, and you can install that. Mine has the SSF kit installed because I'm such a big fan of this AtGames pinball. I wanted one with SSF because it's kind of like once you have it, it's such a great upgrade. I cannot recommend it strong enough. It really brings the whole experience of playing it to a whole different level. So my Turtles has the SSF kit, and it's exactly the same as on the 4KP. So it's the exact same technology. It's the same technology that's going to be on their $4,500 pinball. So SSF is really great. Yeah, this guy in the movie that I was watching was supposed to be a competitor to Johnny Carson. And it's Sweeps Week, and he decides to go with a horror theme for Halloween. But yeah, check it out. I think it's called Live with the Devil. But getting back to it, the SSF sound is a huge factor on how these tables play and experience on AtGames Pinball. It's really one of the things that AtGames really knocked out of the park with the hardware and the technology. And all these companies are doing a good job utilizing that extra feature. If you have it, when you play a Zen Pinball or a Zaccaria or Magic Pixel Pinball, it is really tuned in for the SSF. And those brands, I think, have the best tuning in. I think the Farsight tables, like some of the Gottlieb tables, you kind of get the sensation of the ball rolling around, but the overall mixing of it is nowhere near like the last few Magic Pixel tables and Zaccaria tables have done an incredible job with SSF. And it seems like Zen gets better with each table they do. So Elvira, I think, is really the best one of them all so far. It literally sounds like the machine is literally in front of you with the soundscape. Fact number 4, exclusive to digital. Many features of StarGuard Deluxe were never possible on real Zaccaria machines, meaning this version has something you can only experience digitally. And number 5, this Zaccaria game is a good fit for the 4KP. The table is able to be run in the 4K resolution for smooth performance, and it makes it a great looking table on the AtGames 4KP platform. If you like Zaccaria tables, you're probably going to like this one. I have to say, this is what makes AtGames 4KP so special. Having access to these beautiful Zaccaria tables in 4K is just a good thing for digital pinball fans. I'd like to talk a little bit about that too. On the 4KP, there's some people ask me, like, the Turtles versus the 4KP, how close are they? And I'll say they're extremely close, but the Magic Pixel and Zaccaria games are in 4K. So like these would be the tables where you're going to notice more of a difference. The Zen tables, you're not going to notice as much of a difference because they're not running them in 4K anyway. So yes, Cassandra Peterson will always rock. That is 100% true. But going back to StarGuard Deluxe, this table is in true 4K on the AtGames Pinball, which really that's one of the features that would push you to buy the 4K over the Turtles. But as far as gameplay wise, they are dead on. I mean, I literally play them side by side, and they've really done a great job as far as the way the games play. And I would say probably the new Turtles on some of the tables is the smoothest of all because it's running at a lower resolution, and it's basically the same processor that the 4KP has. So, it's not struggling at all to run the table because they can run it in 4K with the same processor. Hope that made sense. God Deluxe is another perfect example of how far digital pinball and Zaccaria pinball has come on AtGames 4KP. I'm going to read a little bit from the Star God Deluxe manual. This table is a reimagined version of the original Star God table from 1980 and has a fantasy theme filled with ancient powers, mystical symbols, and celestial forces. To me, this table has definitely a metal feel to it. You face legendary challenges as you progress through 10 epic modes based on the words sword and armor. You also can unlock 6 magical mini-games hidden within the helmet. How about now? Am I back? Sorry. So I'm talking away. Thank you so much. No sound. No sound. Yeah, the games run super smooth on the new Turtles pinball. We do need a Monsters table. I would love it. Bring that on. That would be great. With gameplay features like a ball save, kickback, a multiplier, bumper bonus, powerful rewards such as Sunrise Mode, Snake Combo, God of the Stars bonus, multi-ball, and the Big Blue bonus, Star God Deluxe combines the wonder of 1980s fantasy with the excitement of modern pinball action. Prepare to enter a realm where the stars guide your destiny and skill unlocks glory. Star God Deluxe. I have videos on every one of these tables on my channel. Okay, I'll pause it right there. Yeah, let me get back to this because I might have been muted when I was talking about this. I was probably talking away and I was probably muted, but 100% the Zen tables are going to run the best on the Turtles pinball. And that's because it's a lower resolution and it's, you know, the same table. It's going to run great. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And so that was one of the reasons why I felt like I really wanted to buy the Turtles pinball. For me as a player that plays every week in Flipper Friends, I'm usually in the top 10. I love to play. I love to compete. I love pinball. This is my hobby. I felt like, you know, I wanted to have it's just a step towards. This is going to be the AtGames pinball that they're going to come out with for 2026. So I figured just get it now and have it, you know. I love making content on this pinball machine, so might as well have one. And let's go back to my reviews. These are the tables I say you should pick up. Once again, these Zaccaria Deluxe tables are only $4 right now. So this is a price that, you know, you're not going to see this price all the time. This is a special price. $4, you know. What did we just look at? Star God Deluxe. I do have a couple cameras. I got cameras everywhere in this room. Hopefully my stream holds up. There's Star God Deluxe right now, showing it for $4. Same thing on the Turtles cab. I believe the prices on those tables are the same. There are some differences, which we're going to take a look at. So let me go back to the video. So check out the videos I made for these games if you're interested. Number 6, Future World Deluxe. Sci-fi theme. It's got some of the best lighting of any pinball table on AtGames Pinball. Future World Deluxe is finally here. It's hitting the AtGames Pinball platform. Let's check it out. And start this review out, checking out the preview trailer sent out from AtGames. This is a fantastic game. I'm just going to start off with that. I've already played it a bunch on Steam, and this table is absolute fire. I would say for people that are not fans of the Zaccaria Magic Pixel tables, this would be a good one for them to check out. This is a super fun table. Listen to that music. Future World is $6 for the HD pinball and $8 for the AtGames Legends 4KP pinball. Amazing shot. Future World Deluxe is a reimagining of the classic 1978 Future World pinball table, delivering on the thrill of space exploration to a new generation. And once again, these tables are half price right now. They're 50% off, so $4. This table, they did a beautiful job with the lighting. If you look at the lighting on this table, it's really good. I'm doing a close-up view of the table so you can see it in all of its glory. It's a beautiful 4K pinball table. Love the graphics. I love the theme. I mean, they just knocked this one out of the park, in my opinion. Well, they do have a Zen pinball you can buy on Steam. So if you have a PC, you can play Zen pinball on Steam, and you can play with a controller on your computer. Plus, all the consoles also have these Zen games. So Zen Studios they have these pinball games on all kinds of platforms. Of course, I talk about the AtGames a lot, because it is a pinball cabinet. It's very specific to playing pinball, but I mean, they're the same games. So, definitely don't let it hold you up from checking these games out, because it's the same game. Blast off on an interstellar adventure across 5 thrilling modes: solar, Milky Way, planet, universe, and black hole, each offering a unique cosmic challenge. Phase 6 Yeah, that's another thing too. All platforms are eligible to play in my tournaments. You could play on a console. The only one that I'm doing right now is I will have a 4KP only table each week, because AtGames is currently not doing Zen Studios pinball tournaments. But once AtGames does it again, I'm going to give you my opinion. For competitive play, I like a lockdown leaderboard. That proves that Papa Brad's legit. When I get number 3, when the Elvira tables were in play in Flipper Friends, I got 3rd place. That proves that I'm a decent player. I don't need to, no one could say you're cheating or anything when you're doing that. So I love lockdown leaderboards. I'm a fan of them. But I mean, basically, my Retro Legends arcade group, we're playing these tables for fun. And I just throw out prizes. This is my way of giving back to the community, and I enjoy doing it. And it's not about money. The Retro Legends Arcade Show is a huge loss of a program. It just actually costs money to do it. So, but I do it because I love pinball. I love the players. I like hanging with the players that really love to play. Because if you want to get good, you play with people that are better than you. You watch people that are better than you, and that's what I do. And that's how I've learned to get better at pinball. We got Wingo here. He always plays. Thank you so much. It's great for seeing you here. He's always in our tournaments. Good to see you. Good times and great memories. That's what it's all about. 100%. 100% agree. This table made my cut because it's just, the theming's really good. The lighting on this table might be one of the best. I mean, look at how beautifully this table is lit. And of course, it's Zaccaria, so it's on the 4K. It's in 4K, but on any platform, this looks fantastic. And just look at this. Celestial mini games inspired by the wonders of our solar system, including Mercury, Mars, Sun, Jupiter, Saturn, and Venus. With a playfield adorned in themes like orb, galaxy, black hole, cosmic dust, every flip is going to draw you deeper into the mysteries of the universe. As you can see, even when I go close, the rails look fantastic. The colors pop. This is a great, fun, open play field. This is a pinball table that beginners are going to enjoy. And us pinball veterans, we're going to love this as well, because this game has a nice, deep rule set to keep us engaged in the gameplay. I like the back glass, but yeah, check this out. I mean, you tell me this doesn't look incredible. I think this looks incredible.
Launch sequence initiate.
Turn this music up a little bit. Music's rocking. Ball physics are a little bit bouncy, as they are in all Magic Pixel tables, but on this open play field, it works pretty well. This table for me is in the top tier of what Magic Pixel is doing right now in Zaccaria Pinball. Just look at this table play field and tell me that's not gorgeous. And more importantly, this game is just super fun, in my opinion. I just really like it. This game overall is super strong. I'm giving this game a 9 overall rating based upon the fun factor. What cost it 1 point? It's basically the DMD is not the newer style DMD. And it still has a center post, which I'm not a giant fan of. But as far as Magic Pixel tables go, in my opinion, once again, just my opinion, and I was sent this for review from AtGames, but in my opinion, this is one of the best ones. It's at the very top.
The engine is activated.
Let me talk a little bit about the rules of Future World.
Next up, number 5, Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Absolutely.
Now, Dr. Seuss tables, you know, if you're going to get any of them, this is the one to get. And you know what I love that AtGames did, and I'm just going to shout them out. They don't get their props when they make a good choice, but I love that they separated all the tables. So, like, this table is a must-have. If you have an AtGames pinball, I don't care which one you have, this is a must-have table. This is one of the best tables out of everything that's on AtGames. And the cool thing, it's only for AtGames. You can't play it anywhere else. But How the Grinch Stole Christmas, to me, this is in my S tier. This is as good as it gets for AtGames Pinball. And so let's check out some footage of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Let me pull this one up real quick because I don't know what this one cost. And we'll play a little bit of the video and I'll find it real quick while we're doing that.
Classic. You've got to have this one in your collection. And if it's on sale, it's time to pick it up. These junk balls. These junk balls. These. Number 4. The AtGames original table, Firefighter Wildlands. I can't say enough good about this table. Super fun. The helicopter, when it flies out and drops the 3 balls in the middle of play field. What a fantastic moment. Just fantastic pinball table. Top rank.
We interrupt your regular program with breaking news. A major wildfire is now threatening several communities in the region. Skill shot.
Absolutely love this table. One of the fantastic things about it is during part of the gameplay, helicopter flies out in the center of the play field and drops 3 balls down for a crazy multi-ball. Another cool part of the gameplay, one of the balls catches on fire, and so it has a flaming pinball. But this is a beautiful table. This is AtGames Pinball at its finest.
Ball 1 is locked.
And I would consider from the Dr. Seuss, these are my S tier tables. These are tables I put in my absolute highest ranking. AtGames Originals, Firefighter Wildlands is up there. The next one.
Absolutely. Oh no, it's fire. Fire, 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 fire. Absolutely. Yes, I did find the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Let me switch to my pinball cam real quick. Let me see if I can do that on the fly here. And I got cameras everywhere in this arcade right now. The Grinch is only $4. And this is one of the best tables you will play on AtGames Pinball. You know, if you buy anything in this sale, what I would 100% you say you cannot go wrong with would be How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And it's under H for How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I was looking under G or T for the. Hey, we got Biggie D here. Biggie D, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. If you're into home arcade, you definitely should be subscribed to Biggie D. He's got a great channel. Give him a huge shout out. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Mike Hawker says, I hope everyone's having a great Sunday. Great list so far. Yeah, these are my deals. And I'm going to actually show you what I bought some tables with my own money. I'm going to go ahead and show all the tables I bought. People think I get everything for free. By the way, this is Biggie D's hat. I support creators that, you know, are just kind people that aren't mean. I mean, I will support you 100%, you know. Just be a good person. Don't be mean. That's it. That's all I ask for. But Biggie D's been a good person on YouTube. I was there pretty much since when he started. I love his channel. I fully support Biggie T. I am a channel member too. So anyway, enough. But anyway, I want Biggie D to get the big head. But he is a good channel. I do enjoy his content. So I'm going to give him a little shout out. Yeah, I mean, I disclose too. I mean, I always say that I get it for free or it was sent to me for review. And that doesn't matter. I mean, you know, I would buy it anyway because before I was an influencer for AtGames or whatever, I bought every single table that came out. So it wouldn't have mattered. I mean, I would buy them anyway. So this one obviously is in my S tier. Sea of Thieves is an absolute masterpiece in my opinion. Once again, these are just my opinions. But in my opinion, this is one of the best tables on AtGames. And this was the reason why the rest of the rare pack, I mean, I was not a fan. I'm going to be honest. And people are like, oh, Papa Brad, he'll just say every table is a 9 or 10. Man, I was brutal on the second half of this rare pack. So, you know, go watch those videos and then come back to me.
No big surprise. You knew it was coming. Rare, Sea of Thieves. This is my favorite game of the rare pack. It is a fantastic pinball. It's got one of the deepest rule sets on AtGames. Highly recommend Sea of Thieves.
Arr, it's the Sea of Thieves.
Set your sails and prepare for plunder. Our hearts beat for adventure.
This is Papa Brad's Gaming, coming at you with the first look of the much anticipated Sea of Thieves, first pinball table in the rare pinball pack.
I'll take a little pause right there. Talk a little bit about my process for making my videos. When you look at this Sea of Thieves video, this video took me probably about, I want to say about 10 to 12 hours to make. Between the filming, the editing, the script writing, everything I do with this video. And, you know, that's part of my process. You know, it's, if you like fully produced videos on AtGames, that's why my videos get big views, because I take a lot of time and I take a lot of care in each one of these videos. I don't just stick a camera on the screen and just start talking. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. That's definitely a format. But my format on these videos specifically, these are fully produced videos. And be honest, they take a lot of time to make. But, you know, I love doing them because I like playing these tables. But let's take another look.
Let's check it out.
Save from the depths. venom whispers. Let's scour the sands for the glitter.
First off, a big thank you to AtGames for sending me this pack for the purpose of review. Let's check
There you go. I just disclosed. How hard was that?
out this beautiful table.
No bad. We'll add it to the board, but the big ball's still out there.
This is part of the rare pinball pack, which is $35. It'll come with Sea of Thieves, Battletoads, and Killer Instinct. Sea of Thieves is the first table that is being released. If you buy the pack, you will get all 3 tables once they're ready. We'll start by punching in and looking at some detail of the play field.
By the way, their animations are not fantastic, but on the skeleton, it actually works good because a skeleton would move choppy. That's kind of how I would expect a skeleton to move. So on this table, it actually works perfect. One thing I want to say about Sea of Thieves is right now, Sea of Thieves, it's only $4. This was part of a $35 pack when it first came out. So this is the lowest price this table's ever been. And if you're going to pick it up now while it's $4. Because at $4, I mean, this would have been the table that I would have bought the whole pack for. Also, another thing I want to say, I always participate in AtGames Flipper Friends, and they're running Sea of Thieves right now in Flipper Friends. So this is a table you can play it. You can get on the leaderboards. Come join me. I'm playing Flipper Friends. I'm on there right now. They have 3 tables this week from official tables from AtGames. You got Sea of Thieves, Fox and Socks, and Operation Wolf. $4 for this. This is fantastic, I think, for the money. And this is an S-tier Magic Pixel table, which, yes, there are some that I would rate that high. And let's continue watching a little bit of this Sea of Thieves footage.
Pretty awesome looking table. It's themed really nice. They really hit the notes of the pirate theme. Some quick technical specs. Sea of Thieves has an average flipper latency of 51 milliseconds with 8.34 standard deviation and display resolution of 2160 by 3840 pixels. Table sounds really good. Take a close look at the DMD, which is full screen. Even up close, this looks pretty good. Even super up close, looks super detailed. Look how detailed that pirate ship is. Get the skeleton captain back there. He does grab your ball when you're playing the game. Pretty impressive looking table from Magic Pixel. Of course, they're just coming off doing Natural History Pack 3. I would say graphics-wise, this one's about on par with Natural History 3, which is a good thing. We got a full screen DMD, back glass. We have some lighting animation going on with Sea of Thieves flickering there. Looks pretty sharp. I would love to see some true animation on some of these tables, though. I think that'd be a really cool effect that we haven't seen. Something you could only do in virtual pinball. But overall, first impression of the table as far as graphics looking really good. Let's jump back into the action. Sea of Thieves has a pretty intense rule set. Basically, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be gathering treasure.
One thing I want to say, look at that rule set. I don't know if you saw when I did that scroll. That's how many rules there are in this game. This game is next level as far as a game that you buy, and it's just it gives and it gives and it gives because, I mean, just look at it. I mean, it's just all those rules. I mean, it's just incredible. This is a very deep game, and you know, you could do a full hour tutorial, and there have been some great ones. I remember House of Hounds did a great tutorial on this table where he taught you all the modes and everything. But this table is really incredibly deep table. And you don't really need to know all the rules to enjoy it, but when you start learning them all, it just even makes the game that much better. I mean, it's just really a great table.
Then you're going to be dropping the treasure off at the outpost. That's where you convert your collected treasure into points. Outpost is located at a single spot target on the right side of the pinball table, indicated by the flashing outpost lamp. You collect your first treasure chest, the outpost lamp begins to flash. Hitting the spot target will display the total value of all your collected treasure chests in gold on the DMD. To trade your treasure for points, you must hit the target 2 times within 30 seconds. So the game has quite a few timed modes, and you really have to make the shots within a certain amount of time to pull off the modes. You have island modes. Island modes are where you collect treasure chests. Selected island determines which game mode will be started, either Fortress Island or Treasure Island. Selected islands can be changed by hitting the slingshots. Once an island is selected, hit the center ramp. Ends with the spot target, while the Fortress Island or the Treasure Island lamp is flashing to activate the corresponding mode. There are literally a ton of islands for you to explore in this game. You have to read the rule set. Then the game also has crews. To engage in a naval battle with an enemy ship, you must first recruit your crew by hitting the left and right ramps in the following sequence. So you have to hit these ramps in sequence to start this mode. Hit the left lamp where the helm lamp is flashing, and you hit the right lamp where the cannon near lamp is flashing. Then you hit the left ramp again where chef lamp is flashing, and you hit the right lamp again where navigator lamp is flashing. Once your crew is fully recruited, the naval battle mode will automatically begin. Naval battle mode, you'll face off against 3 ships, each requiring a different number of cannonball hits to defeat. The tougher the ship, the more valuable the treasure you'll earn. This sequence, while challenging, adds to the long-term replayability of the table. And this table has a lot to offer, and it will take quite a while before you even get close to seeing all of the different modes this game offers.
And once again, I feel like this is Magic Pixel at its very best. It's got an open play field, and I really like the flow of this game. But everything about it's great. I mean, the water, the ball, something you can only do on virtual pinball. I mean, your ball is shooting over water, and there's a shark that swims around. Sometimes he gets you cursing because he'll block shots, he'll mess up your game, but it's part of the game, and that's part of the magic of this game.
Some things I like about this table, I do like the challenge. I do like the randomness of the Megalodon swimming across the play field, the treasure chests popping up, all adds to the excitement. I like the deepness of the rule set. This is the epitome of a game that it's going to take a long time. If you really want to see all the elements of this game, you're going to have to really learn how to play by the rule set. This will be a table I predict that the players that like to play strategically are going to fall in love with.
And probably a bit of a love-hate relationship with this one, because there's that certain element of randomness, which can be grating for your competitive players. But I love this table. I cannot say enough good about it. This, I gave it an S tier, and even now, after having it for so long, I still feel like, for me, this ranks as one of my favorite tables to play on AtGames Pinball.
The more I play it, the more layers I see of the complexity of it, and kudos to Magic Pixel for coming up with this design. And it also has 2 superstar elements, which of course it has 2 multi-balls, which are fun once you figure out how they work. And it also has the Kraken, which is also a really cool experience.
So that's how your story ends. Off to the tavern to drown your sorrows.
The game has 2 multi-balls. My favorite is the Skeleton Lord multi-ball. The Skeleton Lord multi-ball is a mode featuring 2 balls. At the top left of the play field, there's the Skeleton Lord. Occasionally, he puts his hand on the right ramp. What you need to do is you need to hit the ball onto the right ramp when his hand is on the ramp. He'll take the ball, he'll place it into his treasure chest. Once he does this twice,
and once again, for me, like, the reason why I like making these videos, I show. It's not just tell. I don't just talk about it. I literally have to play the game. I have to get good enough. I actually show all the features of the game in action. And I think that's one thing you get from my videos that I do that's unique to Papa Brad's Gaming, is I'm going to show you, like, what does that look like? What does the skeleton multi-ball look like? What does it look like when the Kraken comes out of the play field? You know, and let's face it, you gotta be a good player to get to all these modes on these pinball games. You know.
it'll start a multi-ball.
I'm gonna go get a refill.
No treasure here. We'll dig deeper and strike gold yet.
Then, of course, there's my favorite part of the game, which is
Good
the
idea,
Kraken
Dark
mode.
Room.
Once you accumulate 15 million gold that has not been traded in at the outpost, so you can't trade the gold in, there's a 50% chance that the Kraken will attack your ship, attempting to steal your gold. This starts the Kraken mode. In this mode, 6 tentacles of the Kraken will raise from beneath the playfield. You have 45 seconds to hit all of them. If you succeed, you'll retain your collected gold and earn 5 million points. If you fail, the Kraken will steal your gold. Upon defeating the Kraken for the 3rd time, you can earn an extra ball.
Bonus times 2. The ship's not sunk yet. Back in the fight. Curse the Kraken! He's taken our gold!
Curse that nasty Kraken. He took my gold. So overall, what do I think of Sea of Thieves? Well, I think this is a strong table from Magic Pixel. I'm loving it. It's a challenging table. I think beginners will really enjoy it. And I think if they read the rule set, they're going to find out it's a really deep table. There's a lot to it. But you can just hit the ball around and have fun on it. But you're not going to get to see all the modes unless you really read the rule set. So I think the table for me is a 9 out of 10. It loses a point because it's not super approachable. I mean, this is not Attack from Mars where just anyone will walk up to it and they're going to get to blow up a flying saucer. It's not that easy. It's not a simple table. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up.
My number 2 table for the AtGames Sale.
Natural History, Nature's Fury.
The worst case scenario is unfolding with this superstorm moving into the area. The situation... Emergency alert. A powerful storm front is moving in.
Welcome to Nature's Fury, an exhilarating pinball experience that puts you at the heart of the most unpredictable and powerful forces of nature. This table captures the raw intensity of natural disasters like erupting volcanoes, severe storms, powerful earthquakes, and swirling tornadoes, all brought to life through stunning visuals, immersive sound effects, incredible SSF sound, dynamic gameplay. I mean, this table has it all. Each flip of the flippers and shot of the ball unleashes new challenges as you race against nature's fury to conquer the table and climb the scoreboard.
Hurricane Jackpot! The storm rages on.
The true magic of this table is found in the Hurricane Multi-Ball. Hurricane Multi-Ball is a 3-ball mode multi-ball. The pinball table features a dead lane with a spot target and 2 drop targets. To activate the multi-ball, you need to lock 3 balls into the dead lane. Once all 3 balls are locked, Hurricane Multi-Ball starts. All 3 locked balls are released, and nature's fury is unleashed. During this mode, jackpots are awarded by hitting the left orbit, the left ramp, the right orbit. Jackpot values increase based on the following table. Thunder Jackpot 1 million. Tsunami Jackpot 2 million points. Cyclone Jackpot 3 million points. And the Hurricane Jackpot 5 million points. After scoring the Hurricane...
Hey, look who we got in the chat. Good to see you, Goofyfoot. It's been a while, my brother. How you doing? Good to see Goofyfoot. Checking out some AtGames pinball games that are on sale. Good to see you. This one for me is one of my favorites, Nature's Fury.
Hurricane Jackpot, the process starts over. Hurricane multi-ball ends when only one ball remains in the game. Absolutely phenomenal element of this table. And that actually propels this table. I can't believe it, but I mean, I'm going to say it. This is the first table I feel like has made the S tier in the natural history packs. This is a table I'm going to keep coming back to, and I am absolutely in love with this table. The SSF kit sound brings this table to a whole
$4. $4. That's a good deal. You know, now's the day to get it. I mean, like if you don't have this one, you know, and the cool thing is they don't lock them into packs anymore. So you could just cherry pick. You could pick all the best tables. You don't need to buy a big pack full of tables to get this. You can just get this one.
Another level. The lightning bolts when you're hitting the bumpers, the swirling pop bumpers that look like hurricanes. This table is just a joy to play, and was to me the surprise hit. I mean, I was kind of thinking this might be my third or fourth favorite. This by far is the #1 table for me, in my opinion, in this pack. Just look at the beauty of this table in action. Great mechanics, great flow, tons of fun. I mean, this is AtGames pinball at its very best. As far as original tables, like the Grinch Stole Christmas, it's in that S tier category as being one of the unique experiences that you're going to get on the AtGames Legends 4KP. This is a fantastic table. And you can come join us on our Retro Legends Arcade leaderboard for Natural Fury. Just scan this QR code.
The #1 pick. Here it comes, the big surprise. Maybe not a big surprise, but you knew I was going to probably pick it. AtGames Originals, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I can't say enough good about this table. It's super fun, super approachable.
Okay, unfortunately, and I did not know this when I made this video, this game is not on sale. I would still recommend getting it, but I would not buy it right now. I would wait till after I pick something up that's on sale. Pick up one of these tables that's $8 for $4, and you know, in a long enough time frame, they all go on sale. Mad Ben Han has to agree that Nature's Fury is one of the best Magic Pixel tables. And the thing is, the really great players, the Wizards, the Mad Ben Hands, the Tomato Grasses, even me occasionally on rare days. I mean, you could push this table so hard that you can even crash it because you could push it that hard. And that's, you know, I still love it. It's still one, even on the very rare occasion it crashes, it's still one of my favorite tables, you know. Anyway, Goofyfoot, good to see you. It's been a long year of odd work hours. Looking forward to 2026. Well, it's almost here. It's not long now. But let's take a look at the Turtles table. I'm just going to call it Turtles. I'm done. I'm not saying Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles no more. I'm just going to refer to it as Turtles. There's only one Turtles table on AtGames. There's only one Turtles pinball machine.
Got the original actor from the Ninja Turtles in the voice out, in the call outs. Love the game, super fun. So there you go. That was my top 10 sale tables.
Cowabunga dudes, Papa Brad here. Today we're taking a deep dive into something totally tubular. AtGames Legends Pinball, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Interesting question here. I'll pause that. Do I consider myself a wizard? No, I don't consider myself a wizard. I consider myself at least the middle level. I'm a kind of mid-tier. I'm usually in the top 10, though. I'm in the top 10 almost always, but there are certain guys like Mad Ben Han here. This guy is a wizard. the level of focus, the level of skill. Now, I will say this, if you want to get good, you watch people like Mad Ben Hand. He doesn't need to talk, because when you play enough, you can start studying his videos. He's going to show you how to play the table. And eventually you get good enough that you can just tell from watching. You know, that's the beauty of this hobby is it's just, you know, you get better. Over time, you're going to get better and better. But do I consider myself a wizard? No. Do I consider myself someone that loves pinball to the highest amount that you can love something? Yes, I do consider myself as someone that loves pinball. But a true wizard, you know, a Tomato Grass, a Mad Ben Hand, you know, Skull Joe, Chelada Love, these guys, they're on another level. And I'm not quite there yet, but, you know, I do enjoy playing. And I play enough that I can score usually in the top 10. But I do not consider myself a wizard. Good question. Let's see. I'm sorry. Let me go back to this. Let's see.
HDP pinball machine. I had some people ask me if I could just show some shots of the pinball machine in action. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the title game, and here it is. You always got to give the people what they want. Before I get started, be sure to check out my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles HDP review on my channel. Consider hitting that thumbs up button and subscribing to the channel. Now let's check it out. For the video today, I have 2 games of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that you can watch. I'm also going to show off what the table looks like so you can get a good picture of what this machine looks like, how the title game plays. This is an AtGames original, and this is just as good as Baby Shark, as the firefighting game. I love it. It's great. And I'll pause it right there. Thank you so much. What a great compliment. Coming from the person I probably respect the most out of the AtGames pinball community, for Mad Ben Hand to say that I'm a wizard is a fantastic compliment. And I just, you know, thank you so much. I can't say with maximum respect. Thank you so much. But you are on another level, sir. You're on another level. But thank you. I love playing pinball. I mean, my whole channel is about the love of arcade games and pinball. And now that I have a show where we play games, that's what I'm pursuing in the future. And the best part is there's nothing to buy for the most part. I mean, once you have a good multicade, you have a good virtual pinball machine, you're set. It's all about enjoying yourself, enjoying playing the games. It's not about just selling a ton of products. I'm kind of a hypocrite because right now I'm talking about the AtGames sale, but these prices are going to go away. And I mean, I was on the fence about, do I want to stream this? But here's the deal. Like, if you pass this by, you know, I don't want to hear about how the prices are so high when this is the time that you can get these tables cheap. And I'm going to document it because, you know, this is a good sale. This is a time to buy a few of these tables if you want them. You don't have to, but I mean, I love playing these games. I'm just going to shut my trap and stop yapping and let you enjoy the gameplay. Very fun game, very satisfying loops, very rewarding when you get it down in that lower play field. So check it out. Make up your own mind. Make up your own opinion. Please comment on the video. And thank you for your time, and thank you for watching.
Slice and dice. Katana combo. Nice work, brothers. That was some solid ninja action. Let's see if we can top it next time.
First thing I'd like to mention is that this table has the recorded voice of Cam Clark, who was Leonardo in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's pretty awesome that they recorded one of the actual turtles themselves on the table, and he does all the gameplay callouts.
Nice work, brothers.
Cowabunga!
Hot Pursuit bonus awarded.
Talk a little bit about my opinions of the game. First off, I love the game. I think it's fun. I think it's approachable for new players and challenging for advanced players, especially getting into that sunken play field, which feels great when you get down there and you get to play down there. I feel like the game is balanced really well. I've found no shortcuts or exploits to get huge scores easily, and that tells me this game, a lot of thought went into it. I feel like the flow of...
That's the thing too for these tables. I mean, it's easy to make a table where like there's an exploit and basically all the points are from doing one thing once you figure it out. It's really easy to probably fall into that trap where you make something that overscores and gives you a ton of points. And I feel like this table, it deserves its ranking I gave it because it's approachable for beginners and it keeps giving. If you're an advanced player, I mean, you saw I was in that lower play field in this video, you know, I mean, you know, you got to be able to play pinball to be able to get down there. And that's one of the joys of this table. It just keeps giving and giving. And I love it. One criticism I heard a lot about this table is that the weapons aren't on it. But if you look at the artwork of the table's play field, it's on it. If you look at the actual pinball machine itself, the whole control panel has all the weapons with the turtles. So I feel like if it was an oversight, I'm sure it wasn't done on purpose. Raphael, I think, has his size on the back on the DMD. And there are weapons all over this table, and on the artwork, there's a lot of weapons. So
the table is excellent with all the ramps. It's a lot of fun. The ball, it doesn't get jammed up anywhere. There's a lot of great shots, and it's a lot of fun to play. Of course, the game comes in 3 versions. We'll take a quick little flyby of each play field. This is the 4KP version. Obviously, it's going to have the crispest visuals with the 4K screen. I've extensively played all 3 of these now back to back. You're not going to be disappointed with any of the versions. But you can see there's just an extra little touch of sharpness with the 4K version. I would say the 4K and the HDP version are very close. It's incredible how close the gameplay and graphics are between the HDP and the 4KP. It's pretty amazing when you have them side by side. Shredder's looking awesome on this table. Moving to a flyby of the HDP. See how remarkably close the graphics are. The gameplay, I would say, is identical. I cannot tell a difference between the 4K gameplay and the HDP gameplay.
I'm going to pause it right there for a moment. And since I have both tables, I can tell you this table, they really optimized this where they are almost identical between playing the HDP and playing the 4KP. It's just as smooth. So I feel like this is an example of a table that you could tell they really poured all their energy into.
The card might be a little bit sharper on the 4KP, just to...
I like the way they put the scratches on the glass to the lower play field. That adds to the 3D element of it. I feel like maybe the flippers could have been like maybe green or something instead of being white. But I mean, as an avid pinball player, it's funny. I heard people saying that they couldn't tell that those flippers weren't part of the table. I never really felt that at all when I was playing it. But you know, maybe they could have made them blend in more with the lower play field to make them less distracting. But the scratches on the glass was really smart because it gives it that depth, you know. Goofy Foot says that he likes the active back glass. They need more of that. I 100% agree. I feel like the back glass is really under-implemented, especially with Zen. But that's a whole nother topic. But I do agree. I mean, they could definitely do a lot more with the back glass
due to the higher resolution. But when the game's in motion and just the graphics, the way they did them, it's so incredibly close. There's Shredder flexing again. Look how three-dimensional that looks with the little scuffs on the glass. It makes it look like it's actually there. One of the cool things about the HDP is you do have a dedicated DMD, which you do not have with the original ALP, which this is the original ALP.
There you go. And there's one of the benefits of going with the new Turtles is you get your own DMD, so you don't have to deal with the DMD any longer being in the center of the back glass. And I feel like that's a nice upgrade. I mean, that's a huge improvement. Another side benefit of after having all three AtGames Pinball, I just sold my HD Pinball because now that I have the Turtles, I feel like I really don't need to have it anymore. But getting back to it, the DMD not being on the back glass is a nice feature that you get with the Turtles Pinball. Another thing I wanted to say about the back glass is I hear a lot of people saying it is a lot smaller. That is true. But the one side benefit of that is there's no glare. When you're playing the games, there's no reflections on the play field, which as a player, especially if you're playing competitively, you can just see the screen better, which is a nice side benefit, which I never thought about. But the gigantic screen on the 4KP, I know they have filters and stuff you can put on there, but I haven't done that to mine, and I can tell you there's a lot less reflection on the Turtles Pinball. I will say that I did love having the HD Pinball. It was a fantastic machine. I'm glad that I owned it. I think it's a great machine, but I feel like this Turtles Pinball is the logical next step. You
can see they have to put...
Actually, it's not that bad, Goofy. I want to talk about that. Yes, you have to rebuy all your tables, but the way I did is I bought the Pinball Net. That gave me pretty much everything except for Taito and Dr. Seuss. That's all you have to buy then. And what they do is they activate a week one deal. Like the first time you power on and power off your Turtles machine, it automatically triggers a week one deal with 70% off. So, that's when I bought my initial my Pinball Net. And then you basically just buy the tables that are missing, which is Dr. Seuss and Taito. If you gotta have them all. I mean, I gotta have them all because I love this. This is like something that I love. But most people don't need to have all the tables. You could cherry pick now the ones you want. But I do love that they give you that huge discount right from the get-go, right when you get your machine. And I know it's like, well, I just bought the machine. That's a lot of money to spend, but that is the time to get the tables. Even the Pinball Net. But the only ones you really have to buy are the Taito and the Dr. Seuss. I think were the main ones. Because if you get Pinball Net, it has all the tables, pretty much.
The DMD
all the other ones.
In the middle of the back glass image.
Good question.
That's something that the new machine fixed with an 8-inch DMD. But overall, they look pretty comparable. What do you think? Leave a comment. So now to my overall scoring for the table.
Okay, let's see. We got a question here from Mike Hawkers. Let's see here. He's got a question. Let me go full screen it. Let's see. If you have two 4KPs, can you extend the licenses to multiple machines? Are there complications? There are not, as far as I'm aware. There was a time when you could lock your tables to a specific machine. They had two options. I'm sure you can. I always just put them on my account. And if you have multiple of the same machine, you can play on the different machines. It shares the licenses, unless you lock it to a specific table. But as far as I know, you can play on multiple devices. Like I can play when I had the HD pinball tables when I bought them. They also worked on my AtGames Legends Ultimate Arcade, this arcade back here. So I feel like they do share, but I'm not an expert. But as far as I know, I think you can share them, the licenses. There's two ways you can do it, but now you buy everything on the machine. And another reason why I went Pinball Net, for me personally, I feel like you really don't ever own the tables anymore because it's not a physical media, And I don't want to get on a soapbox. Don't get me too off kilter, but I really don't like that at all, but that's just the way things are anymore. Yeah. If you go on offline mode, you can't access it except on your other 4KP. Yep. So, I mean, the way they designed this thing, it's designed to be connected. And, that's just something that you have to realize from the get-go. It's designed to be a connected device. And that's why I went with PinballNet, because I feel like, you really never own anything anymore anyway. And that's with all of these companies. Nintendo's the same way. They're the same way. AtGames is not doing anything different than any of the big game companies are doing right now.
There's
AtGames
things
is
that I
not doing anything
absolutely love
different.
about the table. I think the theming was well done, especially when you see it in the cabinet with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme. I like the Shredder Bash toy.
Anyway, thanks for stopping by at Dark Realm Gaming. Good to see you. Thank you. And I just want to cover this because today's the only day. After today, they go back up to regular price.
I like the flow of the table. It's a lot of fun. The loops are very satisfying. If you have the SSF kit, it absolutely shines on this table. It sounds fantastic. The gameplay is approachable enough for beginners. There's quite a bit of challenge there for your more advanced players. They're going to want to try to get into that lower play field, score some big points. So my overall ranking for the game, how would I rate it? This is one of the best Magic Pixel tables. It's tough for me to say that it's the best AtGames original. I really like the Firefighter game a lot. I feel like this game is every bit as good as that. It's a different kind of game. This has more classic pinball feeling elements into it. And as a player, I love the gameplay. So I would rate this game, actually I would rate it a 10. I think it's that good. And I think the more you play it, there's a lot of nuances, there's a lot of rules, there's a lot of tricks. And when you really get into the table, that's the strength of a good table. If you can instantly beat it, it's too easy. I think this one's balanced just right. And that's why I'm going to give it a 10. I think it's the perfect table to have with the HDP. I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Game over? More like game on. The next round's ours.
Breaking news. Unfortunately, this game will not be on this current sale. But it is a fantastic game and it would be my number one pick. So I'm going to leave it in the video. I'm going to show you my runners up for the top 10 tables. And one of these should be really cheap. So check these out and see if any of these tables are something you're interested in.
Then I have some runners up. Tables I would consider buying anyway if you don't have them. And this is gonna shock some people, but Baby Shark. I mean, it's just super fun. This table is just, I can't say enough, it's just super fun.
Hidden treasure is lit. Bonus times 2. Look at Mommy's shark. Bodyboarding is so much fun.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm muted. How about now? Gosh, this YouTube is so difficult. Oh, okay. I want to switch back. My sound is muted. Okay. So that's good to know. This table is a lot of fun. If you have kids, I can't recommend this one enough. This is designed to be the ultimate table. My Addams Family table became the shark table. So, you know, definitely if you have kids, get this one, but not right now because it's not on sale. You can get this one at any time. But this is an AtGames original, and I think they're doing a pretty good job. This is a unique experience.
Taito Darius. It's a Taito table. It really has a classic pinball feel. It's one of the best Taito tables, and I would say this would be a must pick up for me if I did not have it. And the third one, this will probably be a budget table.
Yeah, $2.40. Yeah, Woods Queen remake, you know. It's got a naked check on the back glass. You got to get this one. $2.40. I didn't show it in the video, but I mean, this video is made for everybody. But this is a guilty pleasure of mine. I love Woods Queen remake.
Zaccaria Woods Queen remake.
Good table.
It's a super fun table. Great loops, great art. And those would be my picks for the AtGames Sale. That's my runners up and my top 10. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you on the leaderboard.
So there you go. There was a bunch of AtGames tables on sale. Hopefully I have sound. Yeah, I have sound. Okay, good. Let me see if I can pull up a clip on Darius. Let's see. I think I have a clip, but it had. Let's see. I'm looking for that clip on Darius. That's a fun table. That's a good one too. I recommended that one. I think it has copyrighted music on it, so I got to be careful. Let me pause it real quick once it starts. Oh my goodness. You can have that music there, but yeah. This is the Darius table. It's a great table. But yeah, this is a short of it. But this is a table I'd recommend as well. Can't have the Rush playing, but yeah, $2.40. This is a great, this has a classic pinball feel. I do love this table. Check it out. It's worth getting. Okay, well, enough of that. So yeah, I don't need a copyright claim, but yeah, that's, you know, of course I do a ton of shorts. Shorts are a big part of my channel as far as explaining my growth for one thing. I mean, I do so many shorts. Shorts are a fantastic way to grow a channel. If you want to get big, you got to do shorts. I mean, shorts are going to make your channel blow up. Next thing I'm going to look at is we're going to look at also with shorts. I don't ever use shorts. I use copyrighted music. I just make them fun, and they get gazillions of views. Like, it's insane. Like, you can't even touch the amount of views that shorts will get you. You know, I had enough watch time last month to monetize a whole nother channel on my main channel. So, I mean, it's just good stuff. So if you're not doing shorts, if you're a content creator, you know, that's a good way if you want to grow your channel to grow quickly.
Hello gamers, and welcome to Papa Brad's Gaming. I'm here with a special video because AtGames is running a sale with up to 70% off on their pinball tables. Be sure to check out my video, the top 10 games you need to get for the pre-holiday sale. It'll tell you some of the best tables, in my opinion. This will be the perfect time to pick up some natural history tables, which are really some great tables. One of them is in my top 10. I'm going to go through all the tables, give you some ideas of what I think of them. You can see them yourself in action and decide if you want to pick up any of these tables while they're on sale.
Okay, and that's the. I thought about it, and then I made this video because the natural history packs are some of the really great original tables from AtGames too. So this is the time to pick up the natural history games if you need any of them. And what I really love is they broke them all apart, so they're not locked into packs where they're individual games. You could just purchase the ones you want. And we're going to take a look at the natural. This is the history of the natural history tables on AtGames. I show all the tables.
Really love some of these tables, and
I'm always willing to pass along a good deal. If you're interested, now would be the time to pick them up for $4.80 per game. Without further ado, let's take a look at my favorite pack of the three, Natural History Pack 3. Now the tables are all separated. You can buy them, you can cherry pick, you can pick out just the very best ones. This will give you a good idea on each table so you can make a decision. And here we go. Hello everyone and welcome back to Papa Brad's Gaming, home of all things retro, arcade, and pinball. Today we're diving into something super exciting, the AtGames Natural History Pack 3. This pack is the perfect blend of fun and education, giving us a chance to play some beautifully designed tables while learning about our planet's fascinating history. So in this review, we're going to take a look into 4 different pinball tables included in the Natural History 3 pack. They include tables such as Dinosaur Dynasty 2, the Insect World, Nature's Fury, and the World of Microbes. Each table is meticulously crafted with exceptional detail and scientific authenticity. These games blend entertainment and discovery, and the Natural History Pack 3 offers a rich, immersive experience that is as enlightening as it is thrilling.
Let's pause it right there. Okay, let me go side by side here. Boom, like that. $35 for the Natural History Pack. Originally, let me look up Nature's Fury. If you buy any of them, get that one. That's the best one, in my opinion. In my opinion, that's the best one. The Nature's Fury. $4. $4. $35. $4. I mean, you tell me. This is the time to buy. Like, if you want to get good tables cheap, $4 was part of a $35 pack. So it was $35 for 4 tables. And right now you can pick it up this last day. That's why I'm doing this live stream. You know, after today, I'll go back up. I think it was $8 before, 50% off. It's still a good deal. And pick up these tables now while they're on sale, you know. Why wouldn't you? Get the good deal.
If you're playing on the 4KP, you get the added benefit of absolutely stellar SSF sound, especially in this game, Nature's Fury. You also get the advantage of it being in true 4K. So how do these tables rate up? What was my favorite table? What do I think of the pack overall? Stay tuned to find out as we look at all 4 tables in depth. Let's break them down and see what makes them so special. Let's get it started. I'm going to start off with the release notes, talking about the technical specs of the pinball tables. The 4K tables have a display resolution of 3840 by 2160. They have an average flipper latency for Legends 4K, Dinosaur Dynasty, 36.97 milliseconds. We have Nature's Fury with 30.10 milliseconds. We have the Insect World with 29 milliseconds, and World of Microbes with 30.77 milliseconds. Let's talk about the known issues. On Legends 4K pinball machines, some DMD images, text, may have a few pixels cut off the left or right sides of the display. All 4 tables have a maximum achievable score of 2 billion. After reaching the maximum achievable score, the tables will display a random score. So just some known issues with the tables right now, which we're still working on. That being said, before I begin, I want to thank AtGames for sending me this pack for the purpose of review. I'm going to break the rules, and I'm going to start by showing you what I consider to be the best table in the pack. Let's take a look at Nature's Fury. Shabam!
The worst case scenario is unfolding with this superstorm moving into the area. The situation... Emergency alert! A powerful storm front is moving in.
Welcome to Nature's Fury, an exhilarating pinball experience that puts you at the heart of the most unpredictable and powerful forces of nature. This table captures the raw intensity of natural disasters like erupting volcanoes, severe storms, powerful earthquakes, and swirling tornadoes, all brought to life through stunning visuals, immersive sound effects, incredible SSF sound, dynamic gameplay. I mean, this table has it all. Each flip of the flippers and shot of the ball unleashes new challenges as you race against nature's fury to conquer the table and climb the scoreboard.
Hurricane Jackpot! The storm rages on.
The true magic of this table is found in the Hurricane Multi-Ball. Hurricane Multi-Ball is a 3-ball mode multi-ball. Pinball table features a dead lane with a spot target and 2 drop targets. To activate the multi-ball, you need to lock 3 balls into the dead lane. Once all 3 balls are locked, Hurricane Multi-Ball starts. All 3 locked balls are released, and nature's fury is unleashed. During this mode, jackpots are awarded by hitting the left orbit, the left ramp, the right orbit. Jackpot values increase based on the following table: Thunder Jackpot 1 million, Tsunami Jackpot 2 million points, Cyclone Jackpot 3 million points, and the Hurricane Jackpot 5 million points. After scoring the Hurricane Jackpot, the process starts over. Hurricane Multi-Ball ends when only 1 ball remains in the game. Absolutely phenomenal element of this table. And that actually propels this table. I can't believe it, but I mean, I'm going to say it. This is the first table I feel like has made the S tier in the natural history packs. This is a table I'm going to keep coming back to, and I am absolutely in love with this table. The SSF kit sound brings this table to a whole nother level. The lightning bolts when you're hitting the bumpers, the swirling pop bumpers that look like hurricanes. And this table is just a joy to play, and was, to me, the surprise hit. I mean, I was kind of thinking this might be my 3rd or 4th favorite. This by far is the #1 table for me, in my opinion, for this pack. Just look at the beauty of this table in action. Great mechanics, great flow, tons of fun. I mean, this is AtGames Pinball at its very best. As far as original tables, like the Grinch Who Stole Christmas, it's in that S tier category as being one of the unique experiences that you're going to get on the AtGames Legends 4KP. This is a fantastic table.
Tsunami Jackpot! Cyclone Jackpot!
Wow. Even just watching it makes me want to play it some more.
Harness the storm. Kickback reward.
Storms and volcanic eruption. This is no ordinary forecast.
Thunder Jackpot. Tsunami Jackpot.
Just one more flyby of the table so you can see the table layout. Graphics look really good. They look in 4K. They look crisp. No jaggies on the rails. I mean, you can even read the text on the card on the table. This is a pretty high bar. They raised the bar way up with this one as far as what I thought was possible with the natural history packs. I like even the clouds in the background, the way they flash. I mean, this table just has an energy to it that I love it. I mean, once again, I'm just going to tell you, for me, this is the table that I would buy this pack for. But I'm going to show you all the tables, but definitely want to see why I like it so much.
Cyclone Jackpot. Feel the wind. The winds have calmed, the earth has settled, and your game is over.
Wow.
A hidden universe of life surrounds you, filled with unseen organisms. Get ready to explore the mysteries of the invisible world.
Probiotic level 1. Lactobacillus.
very surprisingly, World of Microbes is my second favorite table in this pack. Once again, one of the ones that I thought might be towards the bottom ends up being one of the most fun tables. And let's check it out. First, let's take a look at some detail of the playfield, which at first looks really cluttered, but it actually has a really good flow to it. And once you've played it for a while, it makes a lot of sense. It's a very unique layout that's very fun to play.
Staphylococcus. Neutralize all bacteria to complete the mode.
Pretty amazing, readable
Victory over the
rule card on this table.
Antibody multi-ball. Immunity one of the flashing ramps.
That's fun too. Super sharp. Just looks great. Really great looking table. Table has a great flow. It's a lot of fun to play. One of the cool features of the table is the Lucky Strain. To activate the Lucky Strain, you have to hit all 6 drop targets labeled with strain lamps. Once these are cleared, one of the lamps on the spot targets behind the drop targets will start flashing randomly. Hit the spot target with the flashing lamp to earn the indicated reward, which can be 5 million, 7 million, or 10 million points. After earning the reward, all 6 drop targets reset, allowing you to repeat the sequence for additional points. Cool element in this table. It's just kind of a unique table that I think is, a great table. I have to give this one another high recommend. I mean, I'm gonna give this one like a 9. I've just totally enjoyed playing it, and I think just the whole overall presentation just fantastic.
Helicobacter pylori. Wipe out all bacteria to complete the mode. But remember, in the world of microbes, the adventure never truly ends.
One super cool thing with this table is on the right side of the table, there's no outlane. So that little sweeping loop on the right side, there's no way for the ball to go out. So really, you only have to worry about the left outlane on this table, which is very unique. I can't think of any other tables that do that. And they try a lot of interesting things on these natural history tables. There's a table with like spinners all the way across the middle of the table. This table has no right outlane at all. But I think this is a really good table. I like this one a lot. Out of this pack, I would highly recommend Nature's Fury and World of Microbes. And I thought for sure the insect one would be my favorite, but that's where, like, until you play the table, you're not going to know which one's the best. So much of it's about gameplay. How does the table flow? Okay, let's check out the insect world.
The insects are buzzing, and a challenge awaits. This is Insect World.
I'm going to show flyby so you can get to see this table. This is an absolutely gorgeous table. The artwork was very well done. Very crisp, very great colors. Just 2 flippers. And lots of targets to hit.
Save is lit.
Let me give a little shout out right here to Mad Ben Hand. He had a great video on this table. Really taught me how to play it better. Of course, when I do my video, it's still pretty new to me, but check out his video on the insect world if you want to see how to really play this table at a master level.
Full save. Survive
Once again, a fun table. I would give this table an 8 out of 10. Some people are going to love it though, because it's kind of beckons to a more old school pinball feel. So that's all subjective. But for me, I thought this for sure would be my #1 table. But after playing them all, I'd say this is about an 8 out of 10 for me. That's my rating.
Once again, you never know till you play it. I mean, just going by looks, you know, this table's pretty gorgeous.
And I've said it before, you never know till you play the table how much you're going to enjoy it. And this is just the absolute proof of that. I thought for sure this would have to be #1. But you never know. I mean, when you play the table, what do you think? Do you think I went too low? Do you think it should be higher? Let me know in the comments. And last but certainly not least, we're going to go to Dinosaur Dynasty 2. Let's take a look.
You ventured into the deep, where ancient giants rule. The most fearsome creatures are lurking below.
Dinosaur Dynasty 2, Giant Marine Dinos and Reptiles. This is the thrilling sequel to the beloved Dinosaur Dynasty pinball table. Let's do a flyby of the table so you can see the table, some detail. You get the Mosasaurus. Shark in the background. You got a dinosaur there. One thing I really love about this table is the spinners in the middle. It's a really fun mechanic. There's just a whole row of spinners that you hit. And you actually spin the spinner to activate the modes. A completely readable card. They did a good job on this. This is a good looking table.
Hit the flashing ramp.
And you can see, there he is. 3 spinners. So if you're into spinners, this mug's for you. And of course, the Mosasaurus, you can make him appear. Check this out, pretty cool.
How cool is that?
Is locked. Multi-ball is lit. Multi-ball. Ball save. Escape. Jackpot. Ball save. Do not move. Jackpot!
Yes! Woo!
Hit a ball into the mouth. Ball 1 is locked. The beast feeds. Multi-ball is lit.
Overall, in my opinion, Dinosaur Dynasty 2 is an amazingly strong table. And another one of the best of the natural history tables. This pack is just loaded. I would give this game a 10. It's not S tier, but it's up there. It's definitely one of the best natural history tables. So this is an extremely strong pack. You have an S tier table, you have a 9, you have an 8, and a 10. I mean, that's pretty much the definition of must buy. So I'm gonna give this a strong recommend, and I think this is a great pack. If you like these kind of tables, if you like Magic Pixel tables, I think they did a great job. I mean, especially the Dinosaur Dynasty 2, it's not cluttered up with a bunch of flippers everywhere, and it plays fantastic. So there you go. I'm going to say this is a recommended pick. Hello gamers, and welcome to the channel. This is Papa Brad. I'm very excited to talk to you today about something I've been waiting for a long time. Of course, I'm talking about the natural... Okay, let's see. I'm going to take and stop it right there for now. That table's... The natural history tables are $4 right now. Definitely the time to pick them up. Remember, these were in $35 packs. So now would be the time. If you're on the fence on any of these natural history packs, pick them up now when they're $4. They're not going to get cheaper. This is the right time to get them. I'm going to come back with a part 2 of this stream. I don't want the stream to be over 2 hours, but I'm going to come right back. I'll put up another stream. I'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back in just a few.
Well, Papa Brad's a game man. He's got passion in his soul. From pinball tables to Atari, he's always in control. He's a master of retrogaming, the old school style's his thing. With every flick of the joystick, you can hear the twang ting. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school living. From the classic arcades to the AtGames pinball board, with the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit. He's a lover of the classics, the sound of pixelated beats. Late nights at the arcade with every game defeat. But he'll keep on pushing till he's reached that final stage. Papa Brad's the gaming legend, his passion never fades. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school rolling. From the classic arcades to the AtGames pinball board, with the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit. He's a